Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today we're making sticky buns.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
So welcome back. I'm so glad you're joining me today. I found this recipe probably when we were first married in the grocery store aisle, and this was a whole cookbook of the Pillsbury Classic Bake-Off winners, and inside was this most delicious looking caramely sticky bun, so I actually bought this, and there's been amazing recipes in it. I don't even know what, 1995, so it's been 27 years. It is a super easy way to make sticky buns for breakfast in the morning. I know we all love shortcuts, and this one happens to be the 1976 winner, so I thought I'd share it with you. Probably because I don't know if you can even find that. So we're gonna need 2 containers of the Pillsbury crescent doughs, and you can use the whole sheet or you can use the crescent ones, and a half a stick of butter. So the first thing we're gonna do is put your half a stick of butter. I cut it up just because it melts faster. And we're gonna get that on a medium heat to start it melting, and we're gonna get our rolls cut up. All right, so get your butter melting because we're gonna use some of the butter to use for grease to put in the bottom of your bundt pan. You will need a bundt pan for this because it makes a beautiful wreath out of it, and it's super fun if you wanna do this at Christmas, but it's not Christmas, it's beautiful spring today, so. All right, these are the fun part. I always jump. Sometimes they're quiet, sometimes they're loud. Boy, this one's tough. So roll them out and keep them in the log. All right, so we're gonna cut each one into 8 pieces. So I just start in the middle, cut. And these kind of make your little cinnamon rolls. Break them apart, and we'll do the same thing with this one. All right, so we've got those all separated and ready to go in the pan. Let's check our butter to see if we can get 3 tablespoons of butter out and put it in the bottom of our pan. All right, so I just tip the butter real gently and put 3 tablespoons in the bottom. All right, so now that we've done that, leave the butter on, see it right there. I have a tablespoon of water, and my oven's all hot, so we got a tablespoon of water going in and 3/4 cup brown sugar. And you're gonna let this bring it to a boil, and then you're gonna boil it for 1 minute, not stirring it. So as that's doing that, I'm gonna bring this back over here. And I just swirl the butter around in there, get it all coated. Then we're gonna take a couple tablespoons of pecans and just put them in the bottom. And then the rest of these go in the butter brown sugar mixture. Okay, I'm gonna keep an eye on that. It's almost to a boil. So when it is, take one of your rolls, or 1 log of your rolls that's cut into 8, and just put them in the bottom here. These are super fast, so I sure like them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so we're gonna just leave it here. One thing I've changed in the recipe is I add cinnamon to this, just because cinnamon and caramel with the sticky buns, it's delicious. So I just sprinkle some in. Okay, so now we're gonna go check on our butter. Okay, I'm gonna give it 1 more stir. It is boiling. Now we're gonna boil it for 1 minute. You can stir it occasionally. It's not like when I'm making my caramel corn that you have to not stir it, but You don't want it to burn either, so don't keep this at a high heat. You want it definitely on medium. Okay, we got about 20 more seconds here. It's looking real pretty. Smells yummo. Okay, there's that. All right, let's go back to the rolls. All right, so we're gonna take and eyeball about half of this. We're just gonna pour it on over the top of the rolls. With the other set of rolls, and you wanna go in between the rolls that you put in there.
Like a little brick wall.
Yeah, like you're setting bricks, I guess so, huh? Okay, I'm gonna do a little more cinnamon just because I really like what it does. And then the rest of the nuts and butter and sugar. All right, so I've got a preheated 350-degree oven, and we are going to bake these for anywhere from 23 to 33 minutes. So let's pop these in the oven. I'm gonna go 25 minutes because, you know, split the difference. All right, now we wait. I'm just gonna peek at them. So I just opened the oven and I turned it. I just wanted to see if the rolls were golden brown, and they are. So I'm gonna give them maybe 30 more seconds, and I'm gonna pull them out because they are finished. You don't wanna overcook these. You want them nice and gooey and light and fluffy. In fact, I think they're honestly good enough. See how beautiful those look. All right, so we got them on the cooling rack. You can see they've raised a lot. And now I let them sit for just a second. And usually I'll go run and get my platter, but because I've made these for so many years, I kind of know what they're doing. You want a platter that's bigger than your pan that you're cooking them in, because we're gonna flip them out and serve them. And you just wanna do this really fast. And then I just use a fork and I pop up the pan, and voila! I'm gonna get the couple little crumbs that are in here. And you are good to go. Now you can go ahead and let these sit here because they are molten hot, but so delicious. So beautiful and so super fast, especially if you want to have sticky buns. You don't have to wait for your dough to rise or anything. So these rolls have cooled for just a couple minutes. Get your scrambled eggs and your coffee ready for sure. And then you just want to kind of pull them apart. I use 2 forks. I kind of go in. Let's see if I can get yum. Some of that gooey, delicious, nutty mixture. Now it's still hot, so be careful. The problem is they're so amazing that you want to dive into these, but the hot butter brown sugar caramely mixture will burn your mouth terribly. So so good.
No wonder it's the winner, right?
Yeah. It's a good thing I don't make these very often. Hey, thanks for joining me today in my kitchen. I'm so glad you did. I hope you'll join me for my next episodes and the episodes in the future. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you on the next episode. Man, I feel like my thoughts are discombobulated this morning. We'll see what happens.
Front camera, part 1, sticky buns.
Aw, look at him.
He's a good boy. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and so however you're gonna go, I'll follow you, but if you do make a change to over there and you wanna talk from there, give me a minute to get there.
Okay.
You wanna talk to me about that, what that just was?
Me?
Yeah, like why did you do that?
Careful, that's hot.
You ain't kidding, sister. Glassy strings when I touched it.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, ha!
Billy taste good, I know.